So hello guys, and now we're going to repair the back camera for the reverse on the Ford Edge. It's very simple. We just flip the back truck and I will show you exactly what you need to do. In this case I didn't replace the camera, I just flipped it 180 degrees sideways, and we'll see how to do it. So the first one, you need to remove 4 bolts here and here to remove the back cover. I already did it. It's very simple. And we put the back cover on the side. We will not need it until the end. Now, when we're looking at the back side of the car, we need to remove 2 things. First of all, first connector of electricity, just move it off, and the second one, move it off. Additionally, you have 6 nuts that you need to remove. They are here inside. You have 6 of them. I already removed them. They look like this. And you use it with 11 millimeters handle. The 4 nuts of the plastic. Okay, we put them on the side. After we removed all the nuts, what we need to do, you have a little seal here for the electricity. You need to push it a little and let it go so the wires can go outside. Okay, second part, we took in the back cover and it's locking, and we're removing all the panel here. So now is the funny part. You need to take it. I already did this part, but I will show you anyway. My camera is already flipped 180 degrees to the side. There is no way to remove the plastic and the cover. I try everything outside. The only thing is I had to do is to break it, and I break this little point that's come from here, that fixed the camera and didn't allow her to move from one side to the other. I used only regular tweezers. I cut it here upside and just broke it away. Now to remove it fully, you need to remove the power connectors. I will try to do it with one hand. To show you. In the regular way, the power connectors coming from the left side of the camera, because it's positioned there, from here. And that fits 100%. I have a seal and it sitting very well. In my position, after I removed the camera, it took a little bit of pressure, and I use a screwdriver. Be very careful not to break it, but after a little play with it, it's fully coming off without any problems. You need to juggle it a little from one side to another. Yeah, it's a little complicated with only one hand, but it is possible. Now, After I turn it over 180 degrees, the connector set in the original side here, I got a little problem because it's not fitting 100% because of this plastic. I will grind it a little bit so it will be sitting 100%. For this part I use a Dremel with a little point, and what I'm going to do is to grind it a little bit right over here to make it a little socket so the connector will fit 100%. Well, I do it with two hands, so we'll see you in a few moments. So I'm back. I grinded a little the plastic here. You can see the small rubbles. I did it because the connector pushing on the plastic here, and the power supply didn't sit very well. So I will try to put it so that you can see it. It needs a little bit of twisting and angle in the plastic, but it's very possible and not so hard to put it inside, back in its socket. You should see it fitting correctly at the end. Let's do it. Okay. Yes. And what you can see now is that it's fitting pretty good, and the camera sitting 100% sealed. So if you do not grind the plastic, what you will have, it's about 3 to 4 millimeters of a little bit of distance between the camera and the plastic, so you will have to seal it with silicone or something like that. Now, after we put it the connector back and it's sitting fine, what we need to do is to connect the electricity. Now, the interesting part, it is so tight that I have to loose it a little bit and take it down the seal, take it down a little bit, about 5 centimeters, to allow me a little bit of distance with this cable, because the power connector have to come in around from here, from the behind side, and you need to connect it very good until you feel the lock on the pin. I will pause the play now to make the good connections, and we will see what will happen. So with a little game I enable myself to put the connectors inside. Now what we have to do is to lock it tight, that it don't have any movement, because in the first time when I did it, I just left it in this position, and of course the camera didn't work because it do not have a full connections. So at the end you will have a full connection and it's sitting properly, and of course the camera from the other side is fitting 100%. Now what we are going to do is take it all back, and we will put it back on the car and see what happens. So I put the back side in, I push the power here and put the seal back. It's need a little of twisting, but it came on fine. Now what we're going to do, it's a screw to put the screws back in and put the powers on. So from the back side what we are seeing is the two power connectors. I already will tell you that the small one is going in fine, no problem. The big one, you will need to loose it up from here, from its clip, because it's very, very, very short, and I didn't have any ability to put it outside to break the seal and remove it and put it back on. Now the two connectors are sitting fine, here and here, and we will try to ignite the car to see the back camera. So we're going to get in the side of the car, try to ignite it. And see what our results are. Okay, connecting. Now we put it in reverse, and voila, the camera is flipped up to the other side correctly. Now I didn't replace the camera, okay, I used the original one. If you want, you can buy a new one and install it instead. Well, it worked fine. Now all it's need to be done is to restore the screws and put on the plastic of the trunk. Hope you enjoy it and it helped everybody with the problem of the reverse camera. Have a nice day.